Most people think Noah's Ark is simply a story about survival. A massive boat, a great flood, and one family escaping disaster. But what if that is only the surface? What if this story was placed in history to reveal something much deeper? Something that changes how we understand salvation itself. Genesis describes a world that had completely lost its way. Human hearts were filled with corruption. Violence spread across the earth. Right and wrong had become blurred, and darkness seemed to cover everything. So God made a decision. Judgment would come. But in the middle of that broken world, there was one man who stood apart. Noah. He was not perfect, but he walked with God. And because of that, he was given something no one else had: a way to be saved. God instructed Noah to build the ark, not just as shelter, but as preparation. Because what looked like construction was actually a message. Many people still see the ark as nothing more than a vessel built to survive a storm. But it was far more than that. It was a living picture, a preview placed in time, pointing forward to how God would one day rescue humanity. The first truth is simple, but often overlooked. There was only one door. Not many entrances, not different paths depending on preference. Just one way in. That was not random, because generations later, Jesus would say, "I am the door." Salvation has never been about many options. It has always been about one way provided by God. The second truth is just as powerful. The opening of the ark was above. When the flood came, there was no escape below, no safety on the sides. The only light came from above. Because real salvation does not come from the world around us. It does not come from human effort or strength. It comes from above. It comes from God. And here is the third truth, the one that changes everything. The ark did not stop the storm. The flood still came. The waters still rose. Judgment still happened. But those inside the ark were carried above it, safe, protected, held. That is the deepest meaning of salvation. It is not the absence of storms. It is not a life without difficulty. It is the presence of a refuge prepared in advance by God. A place where even when everything around you feels overwhelming, you are still secure. The story of Noah was never just about escaping judgment. It was about being lifted above it. And that message still speaks today. True security is not found in this world. It is found in what God has already provided. So the question becomes, where are you placing your trust? If this message speaks to you and you believe true safety is found in what God has prepared, type in the comments, "Christ is my ark," and share this with someone who needs to hear it. Because the story of Noah has always been more than history. It has always been a message of hope.